What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo, and today I'm going to be making a kind of controversial video, but not so much. It's more like just me speaking on what I do and don't like about the Call of Duty community, and just basically what it's like to be a newcomer to the Call of Duty kind of community. So yeah, so first, let's clarify. The reason I'm considered new is because I properly started playing Call of Duty, properly getting down, buying the games and started purchasing, just playing and grinding them at COD World War II. So that, for a lot of people, is pretty trivial. People like to laugh about that. People like to say, "Oh, hey, you're not OG. Hey, you started playing the shittest COD of all time." Look, I completely get, right, that World War II wasn't the greatest game, but we've got to give props. Everyone has different opinions. I personally loved COD World War II, even though I wasn't into Call of Duty that greatly at the time, and a lot of things were just really new to me. I will say there was lots of things I didn't like. I think one of them was the divisions or something in the class setups. I had no idea what divisions meant, and it seemed really just straight up confusing for anybody who was new to Call of Duty, because I knew there was a lot of people who started playing new in Call of Duty World War II. It was a big time for Call of Duty. A lot of people were buying it at Christmas. And yeah, so really, that's the first thing I want to get out there. Yes, I was new to Call of Duty in COD World War II. Now, that doesn't put aside the fact that I was actually playing Call of Duty a very little bit in the past. Before that, I did play Black Ops 2 Zombies. I never could get onto the multiplayer aspect for any Call of Duty games that was handed down to me from my older brother, because, yeah, basically I had no Xbox Live on my 360, couldn't access the multiplayer, I couldn't access anything online, so I was practically playing everything offline towards Xbox 360 as far as that goes. And same for PS2. We had a PS2 and we would just play Crash Nitro Kart. I don't know if there's the Harry Potter game. I don't know whatever the fuck I was playing back then on the PlayStation 2. I think it was mainly the Spider-Man 2 game or something like that. I don't know if it's just Spider-Man, I don't know. But yeah, basically, I have had a bit of, back and forth with playing on consoles when I was younger, but seeing as it wasn't my main spotlight for gaming, I mean, in the early stages of my childhood, I was actually being what most would consider reasonable, and I was enjoying just being a kid, really. I was just going outside, enjoying life, and yeah, playing. If anything, I got my first tablet, and before that I was playing on like a family PC. We had like a big PC in our house, so I was just playing like some online games on it, getting myself into gaming, and I would play on my tablet. When I got that, I was starting off as like an Android gamer. I was playing indie games. That's really what I grew up with. And as time went on, I got my own laptop. I played laptop games, which sounds kind of quirky, I know. But basically, what I'm saying is I was not really immersed in the console experience. So when 2017 came along, I bought an Xbox One S. So that summer on, I was just getting into some games, and I considered, oh, there's a Call of Duty dropping, and that's where I bought COD World War II at Christmas time. I did not buy it early because, obviously, at the time, I was a bit skeptical about Call of Duty. I hadn't really properly played it. I didn't have much experience, and so when I did get it, I absolutely loved it, and I was literally on it all the time. Apart from the fact that Fortnite was literally in its growing stages at that point, so I was playing that as well. But the point is, now let's get on to the reason I hate the Call of Duty fanbase. So there's something about it that is just so toxic amongst all other communities. Obviously, we all know what goes down in Call of Duty communities. There's a lot of racism. There's a lot of just straight up verbal harassment, and a lot of toxicity. There's a lot of that in the Call of Duty community, that's fair to say, especially when the Black Lives Matter protest took place back last year. Call of Duty had to physically take it upon themselves to delay a season, which I did make a video about at that time, about Season 4 being delayed, and they had to put out a whole thing about Black Lives Matter, basically, at the start of every Modern Warfare game, because the community is basically that disgusting that it's riddled with racists. So that's the first thing I've got to say about Call of Duty. The community isn't very clean. I'm not saying PG clean, we don't do cuss words. No, I'm saying there's just a lot of people who've got a problem with immigrants. There's people who just say shit down the mic, whether it's satire, whether it's supposed to be edgy, dark humor, I don't care. It's just, there's a lot of racism that's thrown around, especially at people they don't know, and some of these people are practically like 15-year-old white boys, so they don't really have the right to say half the shit they say. It's fucked, really. So, yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to get out there. Just Call of Duty's community is very toxic. We all know that. So, leading and stemming off of that, well, we've already got something pretty fucking bad already. So, what else would we expect? Well, a lot more. The community is a very big gatekeepy sort of thing. If gatekeepy's a word, I don't know. I've made it a word. Fuck you. But yeah, there's so many gatekeepers in the Call of Duty community. Basically, like me, who got the Call of Duty games quite late into their kind of existence, you know, the lifespan. You know, I mean, considering Call of Duty could go on for another 50 years at this point, I'm not really that late to Call of Duty. Let's be honest. It's not like 30 years down the line, I've just bought a Call of Duty game and not fucking heard about it once, because, you know, I'm living under a rock. No, I bought it probably into its 11th game. I don't know how many games have been out so far for Call of Duty. But yeah, it's not really that far into its existence, to be fair. It's just a 2017 release instead of, the 2008 release, the 2010, 11, whatever. You know, instead, I basically got it late. So, for some people, that triggers them. Apparently, if I bought a game later into its franchise, I'm considered a non-OG, which I don't really give a shit about. Let's be frank with that. I don't really care. But the main thing that starts to come into it is people being verbal and harassing you, saying, oh, you are not entitled to an opinion on what Call of Duty is your favorite or which one you consider the best because you didn't play all the other ones, or you can't talk about Call of Duty from a professional standpoint because you didn't play all the other ones, you're not really a COD veteran, and basically the list goes on, okay? So, it's just this very petty kind of circle. It's like this, every time I somehow make my way back round to a topic video about Call of Duties, and I leave an opinion saying, hey, I love Black Ops 4, I think that was one of the best Call of Duties, or Modern Warfare, I basically get pitchforked up the ass by like 7 people who basically flex that they were old players and have played the game since release, since its very, very initial creation, I should say. Not the arcade games, you know, the first 3, but, you know, like COD 4 Modern Warfare, or, you know, they've played since Black Ops 2, or they've played since Ghosts, I don't know. Basically, there will be people who do that. And I think it's very unwelcoming, because people who are new to Call of Duty can't say, hey, I'm new around here, I don't know how to play, can someone like tell me how to play it, and then they just give out advice. No, it's not like that with Call of Duty. If somebody's new to the community, as soon as you join, you don't get people saying, oh, hello, we'll help you how to, you know, get used to the controls, we'll help you out here. If you plug your mic in and you say, haha, I'm just bought Cold War, your most likely response will be, haha, fuck you, you're not an OG. And it could be worse, right? There's definitely worse that people can put out there. But yeah, so I just want to kind of speak about this, to be honest. I think it's very annoying that because I started in COD World War II, they will go out of their way to pitchfork people for not playing the older CODs. I just find that really extremely cringy, and it's just gatekeeping. And no one cares what you consider a COD fan. Okay, people can be a COD fan regardless of when they started playing. If they're an OG, epic gamer pog fucking fan, then fair enough. But most people are fine just being called a COD fan, even if it means they're not an OG. So, bottom line is, nobody gives a fuck. And I'm not saying this because of the position I'm in. Even if I had played COD since its initial creation, I still would be saying the same thing. It really goes for like other games. I was one of the OGs of Fortnite, actually. I started playing that, like, in Season 1. Fair enough, I've had my times where I used to be childish about it and say, hey, you're not an OG like me. I don't do it anymore, because I'm just like, oh, it's a shit game. If you play it, then why the fuck are you still playing that shit? But I don't say, you didn't start in Season 1 like I did, so you're not a real Fortnite player. It's completely retarded. Nobody cares. And to be honest, does it put you in a higher position? Does it really validate you to any more worth than anyone else? Does it make you more special? No, not really. You just have more experience with Call of Duty. So, to be honest, let people be, and let people comment on what they do and don't like about Call of Duty, even if they didn't play the older ones to know what's wrong with the state of Black Ops 4 or Cold War or Modern Warfare. Okay, let us pick up on the things we notice and let us adapt. And if anything, we could easily go back and play older CODs if we so wish, and experiment. But just because we didn't play it in its actual prime year of release, okay, like, fair enough. There won't be many people in the old CODs, but just let people explore. Don't attack people because they weren't playing it in the year it came out, the older ones. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're making the effort to spend money and check out old CODs. So I think COD should really lay back. The community, I'm not even going to attack Call of Duty themselves, because they're trying to make the games more friendly as possible. They're trying to make them more simplistic for people to understand who are new, because they are trying their best to make it a nice experience. And I know Call of Duty is dealing with racists, or they're dealing with toxic people and shit like that. People who are basically just trying to straight up, separate people based on their experience, I don't know, whatever. Basically, people will try to do shit, discriminate and so on. But Call of Duty's doing their best about that, but that doesn't change the fact that the community is a piece of shit. So these tutorials that I make, these videos, are trying to bring the best out of the Call of Duty community. I'm trying to bring together people who want to watch my tutorials, people who need the help, and honestly just trying to see if I can get more people who I can talk to, more people I can consider friends, or just more people to have a positive community. I don't really want people to come to my comments and have little bitch fights about which COD was better than the other, because it just doesn't matter, does it? Like, everyone's entitled to opinion, okay? Even though I hate Black Ops Cold War quite a lot. I mean, the multiplayer's growing on me. I could make a video about that, actually, about why the multiplayer's not too bad as I said it was in the video that I made a while ago. Let me know. I like making topic videos. They're quite interesting. But yeah, like, regardless, I'm not a big fan of Black Ops Cold War. I think there's a lot of things they did wrong, and it just feels wrong as well. The game just feels weird. But I'm not going to attack someone who says, hey, I started playing in Black Ops Cold War, I love the game, it's the best Call of Duty. I'm not going to go out and say, fuck you, mate, World War II was better. Like, nobody cares, okay? Anyway, that's enough rambling. I've gone on for a bit. If you did like the video, be sure to show some support and, subscribe with the notification bells on. I really appreciate it. And I'll also have a video very soon about how to get 𝙳𝚒𝚗𝚔/𝚒𝚒𝚗𝚜 really fast. It's kind of like a regurgitation of the Damascus video, how to get Damascus video I made, just basically running through which weapons you do and don't have to do, which kind of cuts the grind a little bit shorter and easier. And I'll also have a video soon in the future talking about Project Overhaul, and if anyone doesn't know, you can look back on my channel if you're really interested. But yeah, about how the thumbnail styles have changed and how I'm sticking with this new style that looks really cool. So if you scroll back a bunch of my old videos, I've already got this new cool thumbnail style, and so will this video, so I'm really happy with it. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye guys.